please join me for the keynote, The Power of Influence, How Creators Are Redefining Game Growth and Player Acquisition, Georg Broxtermann, the founder and chief executive officer of GameInfluencer GmbH. Thank you so much, Georg. A warm welcome, please, guys, and the stage is yours.
Yes, hello, everyone. I want to talk to you about the power of influence, and I want to second the former speakers because using influence is as important for your game as creating a game, actually. So, a little bit about me. So I started GameInfluencer already 10 years ago, yeah, and we are working from as an influencer marketing company for smaller indie companies, but also for the big top grossing companies in the space. So we are not only an agency, but also we have an own platform with around 3,100 influencers on, and we are mostly helping these days bringing gaming companies and games to the West, especially to Europe and the US. So, enough about me. I want to talk to you about two things today. One is what you need to know about the creator economy, and second is how to make influencer marketing actually work for you. Yeah. So the creator economy. So all you know about the people on YouTube, Instagram, and all the TikTok and all these platforms. That is already big. It's $250 billion size of a market. And there are studies like from Goldman who are saying in the next 3 years, this is going to become a $500 billion market. Yeah? There are over 200 million creators worldwide. Yeah? And from that, around 45 million have more than 10,000 viewers and followers. So these could be the ones you want to talk to and bring them behind your game. So it's a huge and crazy market these days. To bring it down a little bit, so there are, of course, tons of nano-influencers, all these guys with less than 10,000 followers. There are micro-influencers, which are very interesting for you because they have a lot of engagement in their community, mostly. Yeah? So these are the guys between 100,000 followers and 1 million. And, of course, there are macro-influencers and celebrities. And, yes, so in the last years, and as I said, I'm doing this since 10 years, in the beginning, it was really an experiment for most of the companies. They set a little bit of a budget aside and starting doing influencer marketing, try to get in contact with creators. Right now, this is really becoming the basis infrastructure of what you're doing on the marketing side. And I want to share a couple of numbers with you. So the large majority of all gaming marketeers are using influencer marketing these days to bring to scale their games. So it's 86%. So my guess is the last 14% who are not using influencer marketing these days really don't have any budget at all to do marketing. Creator ad spend is growing 4 times faster than traditional media spend. And there are very well-run campaigns where you get for $1 more than $5 back. Yeah? And there are even some where you get $20 back for $1 spent. It's very rare, I have to say. I haven't seen it too much, but it's working when you're doing it right. So gaming is by far the second most vertical now in the creator space. And actually, for almost every serious game which is coming to the market, creator marketing, influencer marketing is the way how to discover your game in the market. And of course, it's a terrible space if you don't know how to tackle it, because there is fragmentation basically everywhere. On the creator side, you have nanos, you have micros, macros, and celebrities. On the platform side, there are mostly a dozen platforms you should bring your game on and your content on. And there are, of course, various formats you have to understand. It goes from really 15-second integration into a video to 6-hour long streams about your game. And the next frontier which is AI, is already up and running. So people are saying, or studies are saying, that there are more than 6 billion in revenues already last year for AI and VTubers, the creation of VTubers and the usage of VTubers, and this is growing with more than 40% on an annual growth rate. So, how to make influencer marketing actually work for games, and I want to make it really practical for you. So, as I said in the beginning, working with influencers is as important as making a great product, a great game. So, finding the right squad of 20 to 200 influencers in your region and to bring them behind your game, behind your product, is mostly the most important thing you need to do besides creating a good product. Yeah. And when you found them, bring them long-term behind your game. So identify these creators and then involve them actually in everything you are doing with your game. So all the beta launches, all the launches, live ops, all the new content you are bringing up with, it's really important to work with them on a long-term basis. And there are actually 3 opportunities these days which are really helping you to grow your game. The first one is dubbing, then clipping, and bringing influencer marketing together with paid media is also a very important and effective thing to do. So starting with dubbing, it was never as easy as today to bring your game, to bring your content actually into multiple markets in various languages, right? So what you can do these days on YouTube is really exceptional. So you put your game video on YouTube and you translate it easily into tons of languages and bring it into other markets which are important for you, right? So with that you can take your best performing creator videos, dub them into other languages, bring them into the key markets, and then first find out what kind of videos are working for you, what kind of videos are having the biggest impact on growing your product and your game. And then after you know that, you can actually work with more and more local influencers in these markets. The second one is actually clipping. Yeah? So creators like Mr. Beast these days, before they are launching their video, they are putting their video on clipping platform, and he has his own, putting the game on its clipping platform, put some money behind it, and let all the thousands of clippers do with the video whatever they want to do. So they cut it wherever they want to do it, they can create some new stuff, they can create memes out of it, and this is how he gets really massive reach. And actually everybody can do this now, so when you have great video content of your game, put it on clipping platforms and let clippers do their job and really let them produce content, a lot of content, and then you take the best 5 to 10 moments, funny death, crazy plays, emotional reactions from that videos, and then you put them on all the socials and let the algorithm do the job and really grow your content and your reach. Actually, in these times, some of the best performing ads are really made out of clipping content these days. So the other one, and please excuse this slightly crazy chart, but you know the power these days is really in combining influencer marketing with paid media. Yeah. So influencer marketing, as effective as it is not as expensive as it was, not as cheap as it was in the past, right? So, but when you take from the flight of your influencer marketing videos, when you take the best performing ones and create paid media ads out of it, you're getting the best bang for the buck. Yeah, and this means, you know, when you pay, for example, for an integration into a creator video, when you pay $40, let's say, and then take a 15-second, 30-second video out of it, and put it on YouTube Shorts, put it on Reels, then, and you pay $2 to $3 for that. When you're combining this is actually the best what you can do to promote your game, to promote your product, yeah. Because with that, the ROI goes up, the views goes up, the click-through stays the same, also with the smaller video clips, and the CPM goes down. Yeah? So I can only highly recommend combining influencer marketing and paid media these days. Use creator content to make the most effective ads for your game. Then just one sentence or a couple of ideas about how you can work with creators. So when you are active here in your UAE market, of course you need to work directly with the creators. You need to find the 20 to 200 creators here in your region and work with them directly. And you need to know them, and you need to nurture them all the time with great content, great ideas. Invite them to all the launches and betas and whatever you have, right? And then you can, of course, decide when you're going into other markets, working with specialists there. And this can be agencies, that can be platforms. But please make sure that these people you are talking to really understanding gaming and influencer marketing, plus know what performance marketing is doing these days. And this is just an example, for example, what we've done to give you a glimpse of what is possible with influencer marketing these days. Of course, HiQ is a very well-known brand from Garena, and many of the pre-registrations were coming from the strengths of the IP. But with influencer marketing here, we have worked with over 100 channels, have done that over almost a year now, and we brought in 6 million registrations and pre-registrations on Steam, on the platforms, on Google and iOS for that, and really had a very high engagement rate. So this is really, when you're doing it right and you're going for big reach, influencer marketing is really the key to do that. So yeah, just to sum it up, after the conference, when you think I need to do more influencer marketing, because to be frank, most of the companies who are doing influencer marketing don't know their top 20 or top 50 best performing influencer channels these days. So become active there. Define your global creator squad, especially in your home region, but also in the other relevant markets. Bring up dubbed content. Go international. It was never as easy as today. Build a clip and reuse pipeline. This is super, super important and will help you to get some reach, to get the word out for your game. And then, of course, decide what stays in-house versus partners. But you can actually these days track every creator you're working with. Yeah. So I hope I could make it clear that influencer marketing is not just another marketing channel, but it really could be the basis of a very strong creator engine for your game, for your product, especially when you put it in the center of all your marketing activities, right? Because then creators become the starting point of basically everything, the whole life cycle of a game, and you can build up your creator engine and work with that over many, many years. So yeah, I mean, nobody will ask, should I do influencer marketing anymore? So the only question which is really relevant for your game is really who owns the best creators in your game genre. This is really the question you should ask, and the one who owns the best creators in your genre will win the game and will have most users and will do the most revenue. So start doing it as soon as possible. And with that, I want to say thank you very much. I hope to talk to many of you afterwards. I will be here at the show, and all the best for you and your game. Thank you very much. And anyone has some questions? I think I have a couple of more minutes. If anyone has a question or want to discuss until the next speaker has its microphone, please.
What do you think is one of the biggest opportunities in gaming here in the GCC? Like an untapped market or opportunity in the GCC?
Go out and find.
I'm going to repeat the question
yes,
so they hear
please.
it. What do you think is the biggest untapped opportunity in gaming or relevant here in the GCC?
I would say, there are only a few companies out there, and mostly they are the top grossing companies who have really deep connections to their creators, to their influencers. So if I were you and creating a fresh game, you need to go out as early as possible, talk to them, bring them behind your idea, and work with them over many, many years. Nurture them all the time with great content, and really bring them behind what you are doing. I think this is the most untapped thing we see these days, right? Most companies are coming actually 2 to 3 weeks before the game launch to us and say, what can we do on the marketing side to have some great influencers? And then the prices are high. They're not very committed. So the best is to think about marketing as soon as you start developing your game. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Otherwise, I would say thank you very much. It was a pleasure.